Good evening and welcome to tonight's news bulletin here live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. But first, the headlines. The Ministry of Economy and the Governor is discussing a meeting development program for the governorates. The Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Labor sign a cooperation program for employing around 900 job seekers in nursing and paramedical roles during the current year. And new logistic services are launched between Salalah port and Yemen through the free zone of Al-Mazyuna. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq receives a cable of thanks from the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, in reply to His Majesty's cable of condolences on the death of Her Royal Highness Princess Hala bint Abdullah bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud. His Majesty the Sultan also received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Abdul Majid Tebboune, President of People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, in reply to His Majesty's cable of condolences on the death of the former Algerian President Abdul Qadir bin Saleh. His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, received a written message from His Excellency Sheikh Saif bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Minister of Interior and Deputy Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates. The message discussed matters of cooperation and mutual work between the two countries. It was handed over during a meeting between the Minister of Interior and His Excellency Mohammed bin Sultan Al Suwaidi, the Ambassador of the United Arab Emirates accredited to the Sultanate. A meeting was held by the Ministry of Economy with their excellencies the governors, which discussed governorate's development program. The program included the allocation of the 10 million Omani Riyals for each governorate during the 5-year development plan 2021-2025 in implementation of the royal directives in this regard. It also came as part of the government's tendency to adopt decentralization on a local administration and give more powers and duties to governors. The meeting highlighted goals of the program, which enables governorates to achieve a balanced and comprehensive development. In order to replace nursing and paramedical jobs with Omanis, the Minister of Labor and the Ministry of Health signed a cooperation program to qualify national cadres holding university and post-diploma certificates. The program targets the employment of 900 job seekers during this year. Some 610 job seekers were already employed. 150 others will join training coupled with the employment program next Sunday, and 134 job seekers are finalizing the employment procedures. It was decided that the Ministry of Labor will fund the monthly allowance for trainees, while the Ministry of Health supervises the technical part of the training program, in addition to preparing regular follow-up reports to assess the participants' performance and development of their practical skills, and then share these reports with the Ministry of Labor. The Ministry of Labor signed a cooperation program with the Retail Academy to implement and prepare training strategies and plans that ensure the qualification of national job seekers to enable them to work in the retail sector. This cooperation aims to push forward the wheel of Omanization in the private sector establishments through qualifying national cadres and acquire them the required skills and experience to occupy main jobs in this sector, which will ensure the provision of the suitable and stimulating environment for them to continue working in this sector in a way that achieves their career and vocational aspirations. You are with the Sultanate of Oman television, and later to come in our news bulletin, the Mexican and Chinese pavilions at Dubai 2020 Expo are keen to highlight the power of global collaboration for a more sustainable future. Once again, welcome to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Different sectors are focusing their efforts towards returning back basic services to cyclone-hit wilayas. The percentage of completion of returning these services in North Al-Batin Governorate reached 100% when it comes to water, telecommunication and fuel. Meanwhile, 77% of electricity and roads is restored, in addition to 72% in the waste management. The main military committee for emergency management at Sultan Armed Forces continues to follow up the field works regarding dealing with the impact of Cyclone Shaheen in the governorates of North and South Al-Batina. The works included reopening roads, restoring power, supplying water, medical services, and contributing in the environment safety, along with serving the citizens and residents in the affected areas. The committee was briefed during its meeting about the role of the military subcommittees and the plans and cooperation aspects related to performing their national duties and tasks so as to help those affected by the tropical condition. Royal Oman Police dispatched a unit from Nizwa Special Task Force to support the relief and shelter sector in the affected areas. The unit conducted a series of tasks including the removal of debris, provisions of relief aids and all that may contribute to accelerate the return to normalcy and the return of people to their homes. The Nizwa Special Task Force also extended their aid to affected citizens and residents in cleaning and removing mud and debris from their places of residence and streets. The Special Task Force worked hand in hand with the public, civil and military organizations in restoring the residential areas and other public areas. Royal Oman Police continues to support the national endeavor to bring the citizens back to their homes. Royal Al-Ru'ya newspaper held a ceremony to honor the winners of 9th Al-Ru'ya Business Award under the auspices of His Excellency Qais bin Mohammed Al Yusuf, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investments Promotion. More details coming up in this particular report.
The 9th edition of Al-Ru'ya Business Award witnessed crowning Mazoon Dairy Company winner of the government companies category. Oman Flour Mill Company won the private companies category, while Khasab Wonder Bus won the title of the private projects small and medium enterprises category. In the in-country value programs category, the integrated local unit program from Petroleum Development Oman won the title.
We are pleased to have won this prestigious award of the best ICV project. We are very pleased to have developed such SMEs, and we trusted them, and with good support and nurturing them, the Omani SMEs are proving day in, day out that they are capable actually of executing work that have been done previously by international companies.
In the educational institutions category, the German University of Technology in Oman, Geotech, won the first place. In the Students' Companies category, Al-Hadri Dates Project won the first place. Khazain Economic City was crowned winner of Al-Ru'ya Special Business Award.
Khazain Economic City has won the special award, which is the highest in the category, for its role in supporting the national economy. The meaning of this award that we have to do hard work for the next year, 2022, and we have to plan it very well.
And financial services.
The United Kingdom was the guest of honor at the event to shed light on the economic and investment relations between the Sultanate and the UK.
We're consulting right now on an agreement between the GCC and the United Kingdom, and it will boost trade, it will boost investment, and it will create new jobs, higher paying jobs across both the United Kingdom and across this entire region. So we're consulting now to make sure we know what British businesses want, and I know there are many aspirations here in Oman too. We're confident that we can get a great deal in the months and years ahead, and negotiations, I hope, will start early next year.
We hosted the United Kingdom as a guest of honor for this year. and we focused on the British companies that are working in Oman. And as we know that Britain is the highest foreign investment in Oman, which reached about 7 billion Omani riyals, more than $20 billion. So we are recognizing that, and we are crediting them, and we like to thank our partners, whether in all investment and foreign investment as well as national investment. And our role is to motivate the private sector to do more and to create more jobs.
The British companies today, they were so visible in this kind of ceremony. Petrofac is just one of them, but there are many actually who are really trading in a different departments and different entities. Oil and gas, whether it's actually training, education, medical. We have seen actually many different sectors today in this ceremony. Petrofac being in Oman for the last 25 years and above. And we have invested in many great projects actually in Oman. We will continue because that is really the vision and that is the aim, to go and to continue powering Oman economy.
Al-Ru'ya Business Award is one of the most distinguished local awards that endeavors to enhance sustainable economic development efforts in line with Oman Vision 2040. Pioneer business models culminated their success stories by obtaining the prestigious Al-Ru'ya Business Award. Bagging such prominent accolades inspires them to further innovation in various sectors to promote the national economic growth. Salih Bakhalfan Al-Rahbi, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Thank you, Salih, and congratulations to the winners of our Ru'ya Business Awards. Salalah Port launched a comprehensive logistic services through Al Mazuna Free Zone to support small and medium enterprises in Yemen and Oman. The services include tax clearance and insurance services for the transport of trucks to free zone centers in Salalah and Mazuna through land transport services. Salalah Port Services as a pivotal logistic hub for commerce between Oman and Yemen, connecting the two countries to the global markets and attracting entrepreneurs to establish their businesses in the region by offering low time frame for handling cargoes. The port continuously expanding its services to establish itself as a gateway for the Yemeni markets for the world and offer a single point seamless port-to-port services for the port's clients. The Sultanate, represented by the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investments Promotion, joins the world countries to celebrate the World Standards Day, which falls on October 14th each year. This year's slogan highlights the role of standards in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, which seeks to address challenges facing the world, notably poverty, inequality, climate change and environmental degradation or de-irrigation, while ensuring that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. The Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investments Promotion approved around 26,000 standards in the fields of food products, agriculture, chemicals, petroleum, renewable energy and many, many others. A 37-year-old Danish citizen is suspected of killing 5 people with a bow and arrow and other weapons in the Norwegian town of Kongsberg in a rare incident of mass killing in Norway. 2 people, including an off-duty police officer, were wounded yesterday evening during the attacks, which took place in different locations in the town 68 kilometers southwest of the capital, Oslo. The man is in police custody. The death toll was the worst of any attack in Norway since 2011, when far-right extremists who killed 77 people, most of them teenagers, at a youth camp. The death toll from a fire in southern Taiwan now stands at 46 after flames engulfed a building overnight. Officials said at least another 41 people were injured. Fire officials in Kaohsiung said the 13-story building caught fire around 3 a.m. today. The blaze was extremely fierce and destroyed many floors. As flames and smoke billowed out of the building's lower floors, the firefighters sprayed water from the street. Fire department officials said the cause of the fire was unclear, but firefighters noted the flames burned most intensely where clutter had been piled up. As countries vie for attention at Expo 2020 Dubai, where the power of global collaboration for a more sustainable future is demonstrated, the Mexican and Chinese pavilions are keen to highlight their credentials. Dubai, the Middle East tourism, trade and business hub, is hoping to boost its economy by attracting 25 million visits to the World Fair.
Mexico has a new home for some of the world's rarest flora and fauna, with the country's premier university, the National Autonomous University of Mexico, inaugurating a biodiversity pavilion in Expo Dubai. The pavilion is backed by Mexican tycoon Carlos Slim's foundation that houses some 130,000 plant and animal species, ranging from butterflies to whales. The pavilion will also aid in further research into plant and animal life, with conservation and climate change themes that are central to the organization's work. The Chinese pavilion showcases more than 5,000 years of civilization, crowned by recent technological advances. A robotic panda shakes hands with visitors to its pavilion, named Light of China. Robotic panda danced and posed for photos in front of the China pavilion, attracting crowds of visitors. A total of 2,000 panda dolls, which would be given to visitors, were prepared by the China pavilion to express the blessings to the Expo 2020 Dubai. It also shows China's ecological protection achievements over 10 years by presenting giant pandas' return to nature. Built on a site covering around 4,600 square meters, Light of China offers a glimpse into the future: space exploration, robotics, and smart cities.
The theme of China Pavilion is build a community with a shared future for mankind, innovation and opportunity.
Shaped like a traditional Chinese red lantern, the three-story pavilion aims to draw millions of visitors who are expected at the first World Fair to be held in the Middle East. The exhibition focuses on China's achievements in the fields of training and releasing giant pandas into the wild, and international scientific research cooperation on giant pandas.
You are watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Ministry of Economy and the governors discuss in a meeting a development program for the governorates. The Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Labor sign a cooperation program for employing around 900 job seekers in nursing and paramedical roles during the current year. And the new logistic services are launched between Salalah port and Yemen through the free zone of Al Mazuna. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin, brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. From me and the entire news team, we wish you all a very good weekend, accompanied with a quality time with your loved ones. Thank you for joining us, and good night.